Every year on the 8th of March, Italy turns a little more yellow. Shop windows bloom, street corners brighten, and small bouquets of mimosa pass from hand to hand. This is La Festa della Donna, International Women's Day, and in Italy it carries a very specific look, sound, and emotional texture. This is not a romantic holiday. It is not about couples, flowers from lovers, or grand declarations. It is a day shaped by memory, solidarity, and recognition. For me, this day has always carried an additional layer of meaning. The 8th of March is also my birthday. Growing up, the celebration of women, their strength, and their voices was never something abstract on a calendar. It arrived every year, wrapped in mimosa, conversation, and reflection. Over time, the personal and the cultural became intertwined, making this day not only something I teach, but something I feel deeply connected to. International Women's Day did not begin as a celebration, it began as a protest. At the start of the 20th century, women across Europe and the United States were organizing to demand safer working conditions, shorter working hours, fair wages, and political representation. Women working in factories, especially in textiles, were often paid less than men and exposed to dangerous environments. Strikes, marches, and demonstrations became tools of visibility. In 1910, at the International Socialist Women's Conference in Copenhagen, the idea of a global day dedicated to women's rights was formally proposed. Over the following years, March the 8th became associated with these struggles, even though the exact historical events linked to the date vary by country. In Italy, the day gained real importance after the Second World War. The war had changed everything. Women had taken on roles in factories, farms, and resistance movements, while men were at the front. Their contribution to the country's survival could no longer be ignored. In 1946, a turning point arrived. Italian women voted for the first time in a national election. That same year, women's organizations such as the Unione Donne Italiane began promoting the 8th of March as a national day of awareness and recognition. It was also in 1946 that the mimosa was chosen as the symbol of the day, not because it was elegant or expensive, but because it was accessible. The mimosa blooms naturally at the beginning of March, grows easily across Italy, and is affordable even in difficult economic times. Its message was clear. Women did not need luxury to be celebrated. They needed visibility, respect, and rights. Over the decades, La Festa della Donna evolved from a political demonstration. It slowly became a cultural and social moment. But in Italy, the connection to history has never completely disappeared. Even today, behind every mimosa branch, there is a reminder of work, struggle, resilience, and progress that was never automatic. In modern Italy, La Festa della Donna is marked in several ways, often at the same time. Many women receive a small branch of mimosa. It may have come from a colleague, a friend, a neighbor, or even another woman. The gesture matters more than the giver. Schools often talk about women's rights, equality, important women in Italian history. Workplaces may acknowledge the day with discussions, talks, or symbolic gestures. In the evening, a very Italian tradition appears. Groups of women go out together, not with partners, not as couples, but as friends, sisters, colleagues, mothers, and daughters. They go to dinner, see a show, attend cultural events, or simply sit and talk. The message is subtle but clear. This day belongs to women themselves. Italy does not celebrate the day in radically different ways from region to region, but local culture colors the experience. In larger cities like Roma, Milano, and Torino, theaters, museums, and cultural centers often organize talks, exhibitions, free or reduced price events focused on women and social history. In smaller towns, the celebration is often more intimate. Community gatherings, school projects, local associations hosting discussions or dinners. In the south, the day may feel more family-oriented. In the north, it often leans towards public debate and cultural programming. But everywhere, the mimosa remains the common thread. There is also a cake, the torta mimosa, a soft sponge cake layered with cream, decorated to look like a fluffy yellow flower. It is not ancient, it is not ritual, but it has become a gentle, sweet symbol of the day. In recent years, the cultural tone of the celebration has also evolved. Alongside flowers and dinners, there is more space for conversation about gender equality, work-life balance, violence against women, representation in politics and media. In Italy, la Festa della Donna is both celebratory and reflective, a day that smiles but does not forget why it exists. Il compleanno di Anna. Anna si sveglia presto l'8 marzo. Oggi è il suo compleanno ed è anche la festa della donna. Quando apre la finestra, vede la luce del mattino. Si sente felice, ma anche pensierosa. A colazione pensa alle donne della sua famiglia. Sua nonna lavorava molto e parlava poco, ma era forte. Prima di uscire di casa, Anna prende la borsa e il cappotto. In strada una signora le sorride e le dà una mimosa. Buon compleanno e buona festa della donna, dice. Al lavoro i colleghi le fanno gli auguri. La sera Anna esce con le sue amiche. Mangiano insieme, parlano della vita e ridono molto. Prima di tornare a casa, Anna guarda la mimosa nella sua borsa. È semplice, ma è piena di significato. Anna pensa che il suo compleanno non poteva essere in un giorno migliore. If this day means something to you too, take a moment to sit with it. Think about the women who shaped your life, the voices that opened doors, the stories that deserve to be told. And if you're learning Italian, remember this. Language is also a way of being seen and of seeing others. If you'd like to keep exploring language, culture, and the stories behind the words, you're very welcome to stay here with me. There's always more to discover, one conversation at a time.